So what does it take to be a cop? A really good one. For those of you of a certain age, you probably remember that popular TV show, Cagney and Lacey. Well, the Houston Police Department is looking for a few good women to turn into officers. HPD wants its cadets to be as diverse as the city of Houston. Here to tell us more about it are two officers. We have Lieutenant Thomas Jennings, a 30-year veteran HPD with a decade in the robbery division and 2 years in homicide. He's here with Sergeant Connie Park. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
So, Connie, we'll start with you ladies first. Why did you decide to become a police officer?
Well, it's something that I realized back in college when I was attending Texas A&M. I was a business major, and my mom wanted me to be an accountant or a pharmacist. So I said,
sounds
okay.
more Asian, too.
Yeah, maybe. And
the stereotype.
So I gave it a try, and I graduated at A&M with a business degree. But during a recruiting session, I saw an FBI recruiter along with, the bigger oil companies and accountants, and that's what sparked my interest applying for FBI, but went the local route, and I've been happy and decided to stay within the city of Houston.
Weren't your parents afraid? Like, oh my goodness, you want to be join the police force? Isn't that dangerous?
I told them towards probably end of the application process, and I sat them down and I said, hey, Mom and Dad, this is what I really want to do. This is what, my passion is, and this is what I'm going to, do for the rest of my life, and I would like your support. And at first they thought I wasn't serious, but, within time they realized I was really going to go through with it, and they've been supportive.
And you've been doing it for 16 and a half years now, right?
Yes, 16 and a half. It goes by so quick. But
okay.
Yes.
Lieutenant Jennings, why is it important that the HPD is trying to recruit Asian women in particular?
Well, we clearly would like to have our cadet population and department population reflect the diversity of our city, the cultural diversity and the ethnic diversity. And therefore we're really asking the viewing public to be our ambassadors, so to speak, to identify people out in the community, whether that be relatives, extended family, or a neighbor that they believe would be called to public service.
So what makes a good police officer, both of you?
Somebody who's called from the heart, someone who has that inner satisfaction in knowing they made a difference in somebody's life, especially our officers are trained to enter into chaotic situations and restore order. So it really takes a mature individual and someone who's really dedicated, not necessarily someone just looking for a job, but looking for an opportunity to serve the public.
And what would you say? What makes a good officer?
Same line as what Lieutenant Jennings said. You really have to be passionate about it. It's a great, fulfilling career, but it does come with long hours, and sometimes you see things that most general public don't see. But I think it gives you a perspective of how lucky and blessed you are, because you see just the different circumstances that people live in, but you really have to be passionate about it. I think that would be the most, number one thing I would
So what
stress.
do you like best about what you do?
Oh, wow. For 16 and a half years, I've been so fortunate where I had great mentors, guide my career, and had great time in patrol, and then 10 years in homicide as an investigator, and then currently I took a promotional test to be sergeant. So, I can't ask for anything more.
It seems like a varied career, lots of different areas,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Can you tell me, do you have any qualifications, restrictions of you have to be a certain age, between the age range to apply, like,
If
college degree or anything like that?
Interested applicants should go to our website, www.hbdcareer.com. It tells you all the basic requirements to get a jump start on the application process. If they access the website, interested applicants, and they download the document, they get the documents ready that they're going to need, fill out the personal history data, start getting physically fit and shape, because the cadet standards are higher standards than in the academy during the training process than the applicant standards.
Okay. And then you give and then the training lasts for how long? How many weeks?
Approximately 6 months in the academy, And
do they get paid while
yes,
they're being
yes,
trained?
ma'am. They're civilian employees, cadet trainees. When they take the oath of office after successful graduation, they become sworn police officers, but they are paid every 2 weeks while they're going through the training.
Okay, Sergeant Parks, I'm interested in, you have an accounting degree, but you saw these recruiters, including an FBI person. What was it about the FBI recruiter that got you into the whole policing mode and started thinking in that line? Because it's so different, law enforcement, than what you were studying in college.
Sure. Well, I graduated with business degree management. I think I wanted more, something more fulfilling. I mean, not that going into business, but I know knowing my personality.
Something more
I know
exciting?
I'm not. Yeah, I know I'm not a desk person. So knowing my personality and just going into public service is what piqued my interest. So, and it started from there.
It's still unusual to have just women on the force too, right? It's not that. How many women do you have in the police department? Approximately.
We have several hundred women. I mean,
Out of 5,000.
we reflect the misnomer about police work is that we're all out in a car and we're all either investigating a case or out in a car. We're like any other major corporation. We have various opportunities, whether that's laterally, you can specialize in a division, or you can pursue the promotional chain and pursue your career that way. We have such a diversity in the department. That's what makes it interesting.
Okay. So anyone can go on your website and find out exactly what's required to become a police officer.
Get the documents downloaded and start the process.
Thank you both so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.